And welcome to the WTC World Championship match post-game. You're watching us live on the Jeff Meacham Network and, of course, the Greg Cherry brand, because that's where WTC lives, folks, is the Greg Cherry brand. I am, as I forgot to bring the belt in the shot because I'm the horrible prop person. There we go. The WTC Jack of all trades champion, which apparently I'm defending live in 3 weeks because Greg hates me. It's okay. We know it's true. He hates my guts. It's okay. I get to defend it live the week of WrestleMania, so piss on me, I suppose. I am Jeff Meacham. We'll be joined by both competitors here momentarily, but I just want to thank everybody in the chat room during the match itself and during the post game here, as we have already a bunch of people in. Thank you so much. I just have to say one thing. There was a comment during the match. I believe it was by Pedro. So if I get that, it was Pedro Morales Espinosa. He compared it to Naito losing to Okada at Wrestle Kingdom, which I thought was an extraordinary comment. So God bless you for that. Let me first bring in the man who ended up, unfortunately, on the bad side of a 10 for the first time since this tournament started. He's gotten 10s across the board. I was calling him the perfect 10 all throughout the week promoting this crazy thing, but he ends up going down in defeat. I was so surprised. Brett Storm, I mean, again, brother, I said it to Greg yesterday on the Greg Cherry show. I meant exactly every word I said. You had me more worried about Greg's championship reign than people were worried about me ending his reign. So I tip my Wolfpack in the house hat to you, sir, because, man, what an extraordinary effort. And I love the reverse clairvoyancy in the chat room from Chris LaBelle of a 10-7 score. It ended up that way, just not the way they thought.
Yeah, when I saw him say that, I was like, well, he's got the score right, but
it's like he knows.
It didn't exactly, it's not exactly yeah, it's not exactly the way he was thinking. But yeah, like this whole tournament and the championship match has been great. Like, even though I didn't win the championship, I can't be mad at the score. I can't be mad at the performance I had.
So I've been getting DMs. So people are asking me, since Brett lost, he's again donate the 100 on the Greg Cherry show this week, and he cashed it again. And I'm like, please don't do that to Greg. He almost threw up when we taped this. Please don't do that. But as I said at the top of the show, we do appreciate the contributions every week, and it's been wonderful to have you along for this crazy ride, the tournament, and during the Greg Cherry show each week watching us. Because, man, you got to figure, even at 7 o'clock Eastern, you're up late, and you were up late doing not only the match against Tempest, which was recorded, as we said, the same day as we did this match, but then you did the match with Greg. Both of you guys are warriors. I guess I'm so glad I'm retired from the trivia part. I do the Jack of all trades. That's fun. I can, do the crazy card stuff later. That's great. But you guys are powerhouses. And with that compliment being laden across the greater universe, I will bring in the man who, as I said at the end, he will, in all likelihood, hit that 1,500 mark. 1476, whatever the hell you said. I lost track. I was so freaking nervous taping it. He is still the reigning, undefeated in this reign, undisputed WTC world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Greg Cherry. My goodness. There it is. Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania. Damn it. You know what? I'm not going to let him talk yet. Just hang on 1 second. I'm not going to let him talk yet. First thing we're going to do is get it out of the way right now.
Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania. Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania. Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania. Hashtag Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania.
When you said you would fill for 10 minutes until RJ City got here, this is not what you promised me, John.
Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania.
You're pulling back the curtain, Sean Ross.
Do it.
So how?
Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania.
What's happening? Okay.
We don't need to watch it twice.
Well, why? That's probably the greatest clip in the history of YouTube, so why not, damn it?
I mean, yeah, it is.
Greg, I mean, again, the freaking reverse clairvoyancy of Chris LaBelle, the 10-7 prediction, and just you and I have been sitting here for a minute. The three of us have been sitting here for a minute because I will be the one to gladly out my own dumbass here right now. So when we taped that, and I said that Greg had won 10-7. The reaction you saw from Greg was indeed genuine. The reason part of my presentation was so choppy, I'm pretty sure I'm choppy now because the way the green screen is that we had to edit in an extra question because once again, Jeff can't count.
Yeah. Okay. So let me explain this situation. So,
oh boy,
we finished taping, and I was editing the show because I do a lot of that. And
thank God it wasn't today. You were editing it like the usual.
Yeah. I started editing last Friday while I was watching SmackDown, and when I got to that last question, the PTO question, I got right, and saw the score was 9-7. And Jeff said, and with that, I was like, fuck.
Yes.
Because this is a championship match. And so what we did was we got together on Sunday and we basically played the game continually, which was only one question. Because had I got the Cody Rhodes question wrong and Brett got right, and then he got his next question right, we would have gone to a tiebreaker.
Right.
So we had to essentially continue the show as if I hadn't won, which can you imagine if I would have had that reaction, found out it was 9-7, screwed up that question and ended up losing.
Yeah.
Because that was a real possibility.
Right. And let me also say that question that was included was asked to both of them off air. Just to see, because Greg asked me, what would have been the last question had we gotten there? And I asked him, and Greg got it because it would have been his turn, and Greg got it first. So that's why we decided, okay, the integrity's there, so we'll just honor it, and then we'll tell y'all, hey, Jeff can't count. He's going back to grade school tomorrow on Friday because I'm starting school Friday for no particular reason. But yeah, all I get at 6:45 my time Friday night is call me. Having dinner, everything okay? He goes, call me after. I'm like, okay, thinking, what the shit did I do? What have I done? And I thought that I'm like, I fucked up the score. I guarantee it. It's like, and I called him and sure shit, that's what it was. Like, oh no.
So yeah, SRS versus me is the dream match for Quizlemania. Hey, I was almost his tag team partner a couple months ago.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. But Sean's not the champion right now. It's SB3. So if I do get a shot anytime in the near future, it won't be Sean unless he wins the title before I get on. But
yes,
yeah, I would love that. I would love to be on camera with Sean at some point. Maybe that'll happen soon. But
I think Sean's busy as it is with WrestleMania being a few weeks away.
So. Sean's busy. I'm not even gonna bother asking Denise because she's probably. I mean, she kind of under Tony Khan's payroll now that AEW bought Ring of Honor.
I was going to say, we're going to talk about that here in about an hour or so with the No DQ team, but I'll ask you guys both since I haven't been on camera with either one of you. Holy shit from yesterday.
Yeah.
Tony Khan bought
I
Ring
didn't
of Honor.
expect it.
Put on him, you know?
You figure Tony Khan's making an announcement by himself. It's a big deal.
Yeah, I found the numbers ending in 2 as far as milestone wrestling moments, and going back to 1982, it's been pretty big. So hopefully Tony's acquisition will live up to the milestone hype. We'll see. But again, we'll go into it in a lot of detail later. I want to focus on you guys because, you know, Greg, you've been champion now for, give me the number again.
1454. I am not going to end up 46 days short of 1500 as 1455 is tomorrow.
That's right. And not only that, but with Jack of all trades returning and therefore the WTC World Championship not being contested for at least a little while, you will indeed pass Dan the Beast Severn. So congratulations on that. We finally got you to Severn.
Yeah, not only will I pass Dan the Beast Severn, I'm passing Hulk Hogan's first WWF title run in about 20 days.
Well, okay. Yeah. So
when you defend the title, I will have passed his reign.
Which is ironic because that first reign ended with the debut of this championship belt. So there you go. Irony again, once again, taking hold. Which, by the way, I have a minor bitch at Conrad Thompson, if I may, for a minute, because during his wonderful, and I mean awesome piece on the history of the Winged Eagle, he talked about that Bret Hart had the most reigns with this championship at 5. Technically speaking, so did Hulk. Because his reign ended, the last day was with this championship belt.
I wonder if he was saying that because Brett started his first reign with that title.
Possibly, but as we learned in today's show, wording is everything. So
yeah,
right.
That King of the Ring question got me all backwards.
Yeah. And again, we were talking off air, the three of us. Poor King Haku doesn't get enough credit. People forget that Haku was the freaking King of the Ring.
See, I remembered King Haku, but it just did not process at all.
Yeah. People jump to King Duggan, and of course the Macho King, where I first saw Randy Savage, and
I can't believe I didn't think of Savage. Man,
next time
I was all sent backwards with that question.
If Brett donates or somebody donates on the Greg Cherry Show Wednesday, and we get the wheel, we got to do Macho King promos because that's the best Macho Man.
Yeah, might as well. Well, a whole bunch of people are here. Promote the Greg Cherry Show, where I do a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes,
a lot of it thanks to this guy right here because he donates and makes me do stupid stuff, and probably I'm gonna get more of that. So he like tortures me and makes me do 500 jumping jacks in one show.
Well, I said it like a few months ago. If we add up the total number of amount of dollars he's donated over the course of a few weeks, he could be up to 100 and challenge you again if he just did it in one fell swoop. So it's like scary thought, but it could be a thing.
At which point you'd have to get 22 questions ready.
Actually get 20 this time, right, Jeff? 20 or at least 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's another
again. Jeff can't count.
Yeah, seriously, we need to get that shirt back on the Greg Cherry brand Teespring just because of this show.
Well, I originally had counting 2, Jeff Meacham 0.
Now
I think it just should straight up be Jeff can't count.
Yeah. Jeff cannot count. Jeff somehow passed math in college, but he can't count wrestling trivia points, which is why during the last time I was hosting the WTC matches, we had our boy in the background here who we'll go ahead and bring him in. Statboy was in. Dick. Freaking showing off the Greg Cherry shirt. There you go. Show him
I need
stuff.
to get another one of those. I don't know where that shirt of mine went.
That's funny. Mikey, do me a favor before you start talking. Give a big rag wipe across your camera. You are smudgy as a mucker feather right now. You're not wiping the actual lens. There. No. There it is. There we go. Hey, it's Mikey, everybody. Mikey with the Elvis chops.
Hello, my internet fans. Greg Cherry, I felt like I was your only supporter in this entire thing.
You might have been.
And I
had sat too.
Yeah, I put that little spot up there making you the favorite. Family knows family. I had big props to you, Brett. I mean, my God, 10 out of 10, three games in a row. You broke the Stat Boy stump questions because you took out my question, which was amazing. And wow, it was a great thing to watch, but I had all the faith in the world in my Pennsylvania brother over here, and
at least you did.
Yeah, you
I sure as hell didn't. I just,
dude. The whole thing about going to puke after that, like he was sitting there after we signed off with Brett enough, he was sitting in his chair going, oh. he
literally
was
the first thing I said. Okay, so little backstage story. So we went off air for the show, and Jeff and I immediately jumped into the taping for the Greg Cherry Show because it was like 15 minutes after that.
Right.
My first words were, what were they?
What the fuck?
somewhere
in that vein.
Yeah, it was fucking A or fucking hell or something. It was just something. It was just like I think Greg swore more in that 15-minute between the taping of the show and the Greg Cherry Show going live than I think I've ever heard him swear in 15 years. He was just so elated with his damn self.
It wasn't as much elated as it was, what the hell did I just do?
Yeah, relief. Relief was the word. Yeah, it was an extraordinary thing because we've all talked about it. Brett went through the entire tournament and did not score less than 10 until today. It's crazy. Like even me during my monumental original championship reign, I never got 10s every game. Like there were 10s along the way, but not every game.
I'd honestly have to look back through the history of the show to see if I've ever scored 10 4 times in a row. I don't know if I have, If I'm being honest, I might have, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, I know against when I faced you, you got a 10 on me. So
I did.
yeah.
So Statboy, that's your job. Look through all the episodes of WTC on the No DQ channel and on this channel, and see if I ever scored 10 4 times in a row.
All right, I'll get that. I'll start working on that.
There you go.
And while you're doing that, make sure you carve out some time, because if I got to come back and host, if he actually keeps the world championship going, I'm gonna need a stat boy, because clearly I can't do that part of the job.
Yeah,
which is
I was a little when I saw that the finals was coming up, and I did ask Greg. I'm like, is Jeff going to host, because you were on your break and all that, and I was a little concerned, but you got through it, and I'm very happy that you're taking your break still and all that good stuff and taking care of yourself. Good job for that, by the way. I love you as my brother, so I want to throw that out there. But yeah, like
today's account. I'm doing this and review tonight, so clearly today's not part of the break. But anyway,
if there is going to be something in season 11, give me a heads up. I will gladly join into the room. I will gladly get my notebooks out, and I will gladly keep score again. I have no problem doing that. I'll fact check questions. I'll put questions out there. In fact, maybe even write some more questions. Like I said, I was very happy that I stumped 3 people out of 4 until this guy above me decided, the Undertaker's the only one that can drink Jack Daniels and be in a video game, which I thought I had you on that one, Brett Storm. I really did. I did not think that anybody would figure out that a bottle of Jack Daniels and the Undertaker would go back and forth. So there you go on that.
I mean, to be fair, that game only had 8 players, so he had time to work through.
Yeah, that's how he solved it. It was one of those. And the question came up. I have to throw out a quick shout out to somebody who does on YouTube the history of video games. So that's how I got that question. It popped up. He's like, which superstar demands a bottle of Jack Daniels? And it's like, oh, it's the Undertaker. I'm like, okay, we'll use that. There it was.
Undertaker likes Jack Daniels, and he uses George Strait music in his documentary. He is my people.
Actually, yeah,
Here we go.
The arcade game, which
I was going to say, there's the question of the day for Statboy right there. When does Greg Cherry get the Kane, get the Shawn Michaels, get the Mark Henry, get the ass boy father Billy Gunn treatment? When does Greg Cherry get his own Statboy book, damn it?
I'll save you a little time. I'm 40-2 on WTC.
There you go.
There, what do you need me for then if you already know your record?
Because I don't remember all the scores.
All right.
I know this one because it's the most recent. I know the one against Louis, but before that, I don't friggin' know.
Just think about that for a minute. We've been doing this show now. I think we're in year 5, even though there's been 10 seasons, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
In 5 years, 10 seasons of doing this show, either when he's not hosting, obviously, he's only lost twice. One of them was at least to me.
Both of them were to you.
Oh, okay, so he's only lost twice, and it's to the guy who, people call me the GOAT or whatever, and I'm the Jack of all trades champion by sheer dumb friggin' luck. Let me make that crystal friggin' clear. So, yeah, great. And again, there was a disturbance in the force today about the trivia between Greg and the legendary Howard Finkel. I will never, ever, ever disrespect Howard Finkel or say that he was not the most knowledgeable guy that I ever saw about WWE trivia. Let me say that now. And we did reach out to WWE before Howard ultimately got sick and left the company to have him appear just for the shits and giggles of it at the time. So that is a dreamlike situation where we have people like Howard Finkel, where we have the archiver on the A&E show on this program, because those guys know their shit because they're paid to know their shit, and they do. They 100% know their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be okay with that. 150% if that's actually such a thing.
So, Greg, give me a starting point. What season do I start on? Do I go all the way to season 1, episode 1?
I have been a part of every single season. So it was season 1, episode 2, then season 1, episode 10, season 2, episode 1, season 3, episode 10, and then everything else.
Okay.
Because season 3, episode 10 was the triple threat with Cass and he and I, and then he's just rolling
Which was-
along ever since.
Which was 4 years ago next Thursday.
Crazy.
Okay.
So, for some reason I thought I had to rush today, but I forgot. I don't have to do the other thing till 8 o'clock. Mikey, let me ask you, because I haven't been on the air with you yet either. What are your thoughts on what happened yesterday on Dynamite with the announcement of Ring of Honor's folding into Tony Khan's little empire?
Well, I'm not the biggest ROH guy, and I'm not certainly the biggest AEW guy. So I don't know everything about it. But if you want like a snap judgment, what is Tony Khan trying to be? Vince McMahon version 2.0 or version 3.0? I mean, I always thought that ROH was untouchable, that nobody could touch ROH because they're their own entity, just like TNA and just like TNA Impact and AEW. I believe that ROH was the strongest independent league, not at that highest level, not like WWE, not like WCW, not like ECW. I believed ROH was as high as you could possibly go before taking that final step. Why Tony Khan is doing this, I have no idea. I don't know how much money was involved. So this is almost a bit of a shock in the IWC here that I mean, he's trying to compete, I guess. That's my best guess. He's trying to compete with Vince, and I don't think he's going to succeed in that. So there you go with that. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, again, you have to remember a few things. Ring of Honor has always been the place of, if you're just in it for the in-ring action, which a lot of us fans are, that's the place to watch. However, as far as them being untouchable, I completely disagree on the front of they have been consistently plagued by upper management drama in one form or another throughout their 20-year existence, be it Feinstein, be it Marty, be it whoever. Gabe has been the one that Gabe kind of freaking got those guys on the straight and narrow. Kerry Silken got involved in that too. Sinclair has definitely been a huge stabilizing force with them. But as far as the guy with the pencil, if you will, it's been a very, very conflicted path for Ring of Honor in the last 20 years. And the fact that both companies, Ring of Honor and Impact Wrestling, share an anniversary this year, as well as my anniversary doing these podcasts with Aaron now, it'll be 20 years in October. It's one of those where I am intrigued now about Supercard of Honor more than I already was. I'm really looking forward to what happens April 1st, because we've got JJ's show coming back, we've got our dad's episode, and then we've got a weekend of wrestling that, with the direct oversight and involvement possibly of AEW people, Supercard of Honor could be a banger of a show, more than already was anticipated to be. So I'm looking forward to that, and to WrestleMania, of course, as I always do.
Yeah, so it's a good thing I'm making it the week before that you have to defend your Jack of all trades title.
Right. That way, if I do lose, I can just go ahead and just kick back and relax and enjoy the weekend, as opposed to sweating it out the day before the world could change right underneath our feet. I like Pedro's comment about waiting 2 years and then Brett will be the WTC champion after being the Jack of all trades champion. He's got to beat me first. That's the thing. And he's got to beat Greg. Again, nobody's beaten Greg except me, and now I got the other championship in the brand. So it's.
But here's the question: like, if it comes down to us, who asks the questions? Okay,
there you go.
I've been wanting to do that for months.
That's even if you want a cash-in option. Like, you could be Jack of all trades champion forever if you keep.
Well, we had talked about different options for different scenarios had this played out like it did, which is you retaining. So, but we'll get more into that as we go along. But like I said, like you said, I got 3 weeks, or is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? You got what the
3
hell am I doing this?
It's 2 weeks if you're counting. It's 3 weeks in actuality.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna air in 3 weeks. So it actually will be airing WrestleMania week.
No, it's going live in 3 weeks.
10,
3 weeks is March 24th. WrestleMania is April 2nd and 3rd.
I'm sorry. For some reason, I keep forgetting March is a 31. Like, I always forget that it's a 30. I get them mixed up because I get, freaking February is just a shit of a month anyways. It's so useless. Okay, so yeah, so the 24th. Okay, so yeah, I will have a full week one or the other afterwards. And are we going to go live every week?
Well, it's once a month. I don't want to do it every week. It's once a month. So.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
See, you're fine now.
Yeah,
we're not throwing inject. Dude, if you think like coordinating a tournament with 16 people was tough to get it on a tape schedule, you think I'm going to be able to pull off 4 people every week live?
Especially with half of the combatants being in the United Kingdom.
I don't want to spoil anything with who's coming. But
well, why not? We're on a post game. Make it happen. Come on.
No, I'm making you wait. There is so much of this match that I am making people wait for. I'm not dishing on it on a post show because I still haven't confirmed the third person yet.
Fine.
I have the video. I found the very first video with you, Greg. It would be great to do a how it started, how it's going kind of thing. Because wow, man, 4 years ago, look at that hair.
Oh yeah. All of our Mikey kind of took my 2007 hair and put it on his head. It looks like I've got no hair again, so it's kind of it's one of those things.
Hey, this is the best it's looked in a while, honestly, because of the winter out here in Tennessee. It finally grew.
Mikey's wearing his hair longer and more stylish because he's trying to piss off JJ because JJ's hairline is receding like freaking Fred Mertz's.
Oh,
was that loud live? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Anyway.
Oh no. You're gonna get it, dude.
Waiting for the phone call. Good thing it's on not disturb. Very good. Okay. Just checking. All right. Anyway. So Brett, you've been quiet. We've talked over you and we apologize as I always do. Where can we find you on the greater internet platforms besides the awesomeness that you contribute every week to the Greg Cherry Show in the chat room, as well as the videos you do? Where can we find Brett Storm?
Well, on Twitter at Brett D. Stewart, and then for YouTube stuff, I just if you type up Brett Storm, it would probably just show up because my YouTube account is just Brett Storm. That's the only two really things I use, really, Twitter and YouTube.
All right. Well, there you go. Again, you'll see me again tonight in about an hour. I'll be on the old stomping grounds. We're going to be talking about the thing with Tony Ring of Honor. We're going to be talking about Pat McAfee and Vincent Van today, which was so good. He did a great job with Vince. He really did. So I'm looking forward to talking about that. And just all the other, once you get past my birthday, everything in one way or the other centers on WrestleMania in one form or another in the wrestling world. So I'm glad at least Tony is keeping people talking about AEW and talking about Sunday's show. There is an Impact show Saturday, by the way, for those of you that actually watch Impact Wrestling. And they are going to make whatever sacrifice they can to walk out of there with championship gold. We got I know Tasha and Chelsea are wrestling tonight to see who faces Mickey on Saturday. So there's that. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up for us here in the room. A lot of cool stuff coming on for Impact, AEW, and Ring of Honor, like I said, and WWE's got WrestleMania on the horizon. NXT's becoming watchable, which is nice because it wasn't when it first rebranded, and it's actually getting a lot better. And I commend the efforts of the kids that are down there, as well as the producers, not taking the backlash to heart and like, you know what, we're doing the course we want to do. And if people, Vince said himself on Pat's show today, if not everybody's going to like it. So, but like you and I have said, Greg, for so many weeks, months, years, there is a wonderful pair of devices that were invented not too long ago in the grand scheme of humanity. This for your television, for your computer. You don't like something, there's usually a big red button that makes it go away. Or, even better yet, a slightly bigger button than the rest of them that makes the channel change. So,
You know what the best part about mouses is?
yes.
Or mice, I guess. Mouses.
Mises. We hate
Great.
mices to pieces.
Good thing this is not an English championship because I'd fail that completely. You know what the best thing about mice is?
Yes.
They can do things like this.
Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania. Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania. Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania. Hashtag Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania.
When you said you would fill for 10 minutes until RJ City got here, this is not what you promised
Greg
me,
Cherry
John.
for Quizzlemania.
Stop pulling back the curtain, Sean Ross.
Do it.
So we are watching that twice.
Yeah, I felt like it.
You know,
That
it's
is the ultimate goal. Let's be honest. That is the goal for 2022. I put it in my Twitter handle or my Twitter profile January 1st, the very first day of the year, because I said in 2022 I will be on Quizzlemania. Will it be?
He tweeted it. I'll buy a shirt.
Yeah, buy the shirt. It's available.
There it is, right there. There it is. It
there.
is a
Greg
thing,
Cherry
Michael.
for
Make it
Quizzlemania,
happen.
right there.
Make it so.
Make it so. There you go. And if you're a Trek fan, watch Picard, the first episode of the season. Freaking awesome. Just saying.
Yeah, I think we've done as much as we can with this.
Yes.
Put over how great the match was, which it was, even if it took years off my life. But
Yes. And where I have that on my head, which wasn't much to begin with. Again, Phil put it right on the money. I firmly believe that if there is a rematch down the line, it's one of those where you guys could face each other 100 times, it'd be 50-50. It really would. I firmly believe that. So, these are the two best trivia combatants we've had in the 5 years we've been doing WTC.
Indeed.
And that's from me, who is allegedly the GOAT. So it's funny how people think I believe my own hype, my own press. I'm not that guy. When I first met Mikey, I was that guy. I'm not that guy anymore. So, and again, Big G's got what a match. Where'd it go? There it is. There it is.
Ah,
So,
Big
yeah.
Baller G.
Big Baller G is here. G, are you on the review this tonight? Just out of curiosity. I mean, PM me. I'm just curious. So again, a lot of great stuff. If you're just watching the post game and missed the match, go back and watch it. It's worth your half hour. It was awesome. Come back and watch us. Watch the review tonight. We're gonna be talking about all the goings on in wrestling. If you're watching on my channel, which I appreciate very much, we'll be back tomorrow with the Dad's new episode, the best special guest referees of all time, which should not be me because I'm not a good host or referee because I can't count, obviously. I'll be in Vegas this weekend. As I said, I get to meet Lita, which I'm stoked about. And our buddy Vic McNugna from Star Trek Continues and Dragon Ball Z and everything else he does. So going to be a great next few days for good old JM as we hopefully wrap up the 39th birthday celebration and get back to normal because it's been way too nice to me this week. It's been weird. I'm not going to lie.
Since you're going to Vegas, remember, split your aces and always bet on black.
I don't hit the card tables. I'm not my father. I got better shit to do than sit at those tables and lose my money. So
card games are where it's at.
The card games are where it's at, number one, but I also have friends in Vegas. Well, most of my people I still know in Vegas actually want to see me. So I'm going to be hanging out and having lunch and dinners and actually like seeing people. And I forgot to mention this, which I'm very, very giddy about as a longtime fan. I can see Penn and Teller on Saturday, so that's going to be freaking awesome. So I'm happy. I'm happy for Greg that he can have his heart settled back in where it's supposed to be instead of up in his throat for the next 3 weeks. And yes, Greg Cherry, hashtag. Throw it up across the universe, kids. And I don't mean the Beatles movie, although that was a pretty good movie. Greg Cherry for Quizzlemania before December 31st. Let's not even wait till that New Year's Eve because that's.
I only got 10 months to. I've only got 10 episodes to try and get in there, so it's a small window.
So there it is. Greg has retained the championship. Brett has induced more heart attack in me than that damn roller coaster did last week. Stupid magic.
Wait till you try the roller coasters out here.
Okay. Concussion Boy can't do roller coasters anymore, so I'll have to go out and visit you and, oh, look, Dollywood's pretty. Can't do shit, but cool. Take my ass to a Predators game. I'll go watch some hockey.
We
Tournament's
might.
over. I've got 3 weeks to press this and make it my process before it becomes the WWE Championship only again. And then we'll be back on Wednesday, Greg and I, for the Greg Cherry Show, as we do every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. And yeah, Stat Boy will be back in August for Stat Boy's Sports Bar featuring Dory Lou, which is also available to purchase on the Greg Cherry Teespring. So keep that in mind. And
we also what we do. Here's some early news. I made a small purchase. No, it's not gear. It's not gear related, ring lights or anything like that. But I'm very happy that I've got the official stat board. It'll be behind me after I do some rearranging in my room here and making it look good. And I got the giant double-sided dry erase board that I wanted to buy, so I can post things and write them down and keep down things. So it's right there in front of me. So I don't have to keep doing this all the time. It's just gonna be right there.
All my podcaster people are going up in front of me. Sign out before I get Misty Greg. Takes out. Can't do it.
Thank you all for watching the WTC World Championship Challenge post show, whatever the hell it's called. I don't know.
We're all exhausted.
We're just so exhausted. Check us out every Wednesday on the Greg Cherry Show, wherever you can find us. Check us out in 3 weeks for the return of Jack of All Trades with 3 mystery competitors, which you will find out before the match airs. I'm not going to surprise you. That's you'll probably find out like Monday before. But yeah, confirmed 2 challengers, looking to confirm the third one. I'm hoping for a good draw for the first Jack of All Trades show back. And that is it for us. Thank you guys for watching. Brett, thank you for the challenge and participating in the tournament. You definitely deserve to be there. And good luck in Fan Quizlemania here in a couple of weeks. Either I get the 9th or, well, we'll see what happens. You could get number 3 for yourself. And yes, Greg Cherry for Quizlemania. Hashtag it, buy the shirt, do all that lovely stuff. Go follow me on the Greg Cherry brand Twitter. I got over 1,000 followers there. I didn't celebrate it, but like it actually happened, so it was pretty cool. So yeah, go follow me over there on the Twitter sphere. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night. That's it. No questions. I'm gonna hit the button.
I don't know who's hit the button. Nobody